Without further ado, I'm going to get us started. I'm going to invite our first speaker, our survival testimonial. So we have a guest, Adam Green, here today. He is from the George Washington Cancer Insitute, so he comes from not so far away to share his experience as a patient and his experience with patient navigation. So let's all welcome Adam.
Hi. I don't know who chooses to do this so early, but I'm just going to read. Well, at least we caught it early, or we have tried and true therapies. You're going to be fine. Those are not the phrases I heard when I was told I had cancer. I found out I had a very large tumor in me, in my left kidney, at pretty much the last minute. As the pain forced me to the ER and the image showed the tumor and some nodules in my lower lung, the doctor, oddly named Adam Greenberg, looked more concerned than I felt. I simply wanted to go back to sleep. The word cancer was not used until I talked to the surgeon about removing my kidney and putting an emergency temporary stent in a part of me that I can't recall what it is called. And like the ethereal nature of a patient remembering names of body parts, we discussed cancer as a possibility, not a reality, although the known facts pushed the percentage that it was cancer and it had spread into my lungs at the very least. The cancer was not confirmed until the kidney was removed and a post-surgery biopsy verified that it was renal carcinoma. And chemotherapy does not work on this kind of cancer. All I know is that I am in way over my head, like I am right now talking to you folks. I'm in way over my head. I'm very sick. I'm 52. Single, living alone, no family close to me. And for the first time in my life, I feel alone. No, I have friends, I have good friends, and I have good neighbors. They must not understand what is going on, but they don't know what's going on. They don't understand what's going on. But I'm not alone, and I do have help. And the help I have is when Elizabeth Glidden and Lauren Brochat contacted me. Elizabeth contacted me while I was on the GW campus, just after I was informed that the cancer had spread and immunotherapy would be the treatment. I was at a complete loss. Elizabeth asked if I could come to her office and sorry, this is a little messed up. She didn't make it feel urgent, although she did make it sound important, so I went. All I knew was that maybe I was not alone in this system of red tape, insurance, doctors, technologists, nurses, and many hours of being on hold on the phone, desperately hoping that I'm on the phone on hold with the right person yet again. I met Elizabeth and realized she was there to help. Her job was to help me navigate an overwhelming system. And what amazed me the most was that she knew what she was doing. Not only in the responsibilities of her job, but in her ability to communicate with me, which is difficult enough at my best, and she at her best, as I am at my worst. I realized that I had an advocate and an expert dealing with cancer patients and the hospital. I cannot list a full accounting of the essential help I have received from Elizabeth. I can say certainly with great appreciation that I know I can call Ms. Glidden, and that even if I'm being neurotic, as I often am, She'll take me seriously, and she will do what she can. I only wish she worked 24/7. Although I'm sure Elizabeth appreciates that is not the case. But Elizabeth is not alone in her service to those in need. Elizabeth is great at being a patient navigator, and I appreciate her very much for that. And I've lost my place. Elizabeth is also a great navigator, and it's a good job title, because I also need some professional emotional support, and that is not really an Elizabeth job description. Although Elizabeth has been emotionally supportive and is sincere and professional in her professional and her personal stuff. Lauren Broshak, LCSW, along with a few other letters at the end of her name that I forget, is there to make sure that I'm emotionally and mentally stable. Yeah. And to support the mental health process that is such an important part of getting through this. Lauren, who asks permission if she could call and check in on me, with permission, calls and checks in on me. She always asks for anything she can do for me and has always come through when I needed assistance. I know that I would have been overwhelmed by the frustration of mistakes and lack of support if I did not have the help of Elizabeth and Lauren. And so many occasions that have mental health issues fix simple clerical mistakes to serious mistakes before they become serious. There are people I have no need to lie to. They make very scary procedures in the reality of cancer and cancer treatment much less scary and much more understandable. Real trust is being told not to go looking for answers on Google, not because I will find the answers. I do not want to know, but because I cannot understand what I'm reading, and much of what I do understand is out of date or it's just wrong. And I trust them enough to ban myself from Google and get my information from the best place to get answers. Just ask Elizabeth or Lauren, and if they don't know, they will find out. So I want to thank Lauren for being here, and all of y'all for trying to make it better. Thank y'all.